y'all, Michael. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusader special. You know what we do on every month, right? We got to give you the rundown on what's popping, or rather, what's cracking on one of the best streaming networks out there that's totally free. That's right, people. The best F word out there, free. Let me introduce the king of the streams himself that brings us this monthly goodness of what we need to be watching. And again, at no cost to us, the one, the only Mr. Chris Woolsey.
Woo!
Woo! Let's get it popping, baby.
So excited to be here among my people again. Thank you,
Hey,
Al, for having me.
man, this should be everybody's favorite monthly visitor. You know what I mean? This is the good stuff right here. Every month popping through to share what's going on to keep us smiling and entertained, especially during these hot summer months and our AC. You know what I mean? Thank you for your service.
That is what I am here for, my friend, and I'm happy to do it. This is awesome.
So before we get into what's popping on the streams, or rather what's cracking on Crackle, baby, what's popping in the Chris Woolsey verse? Like, what have you been watching since last month and getting into?
I have been watching. So a lot of times people want to know, other than Crackle, because we're going to talk about Crackle stuff, is there anything that I'm watching? And I'm actually watching Beef on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, Beef. No.
It is awesome. It is a road rage incident that spins wildly out of control.
Okay.
And it's a basically a near fender bender in a parking lot that should have just ended as quickly as it started, and both parties should have moved on. Both parties cannot move on, and they go after each other, and again and again and again, and it is brilliantly written. We're like 3 episodes in right now. It's super intense, and yeah, it's great. So Beef, I highly recommend it.
I must ask, are they from New York?
It's the guy from did you see Nope?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's the guy who owns the Asian actor who owns the cowboy land next door. It's him. Oh gosh, why am I blanking? On Ali Wong.
Okay.
And Ali Wong. And man, both their performances are stellar. Really, really good stuff. So that's what I've been watching lately.
Excellent. So, I gotta start catching up on stuff. I'm taking the only service I'm doing, folks, this month for the month of July, taking care of my man Chris and one other guest this month, because I'm taking a mental health break for the month and enjoy a little bit of the heat. You know what I mean? Why not have some fun? Even though I got some crazy stuff going on in the background, but I mean, the mental health time couldn't come at a better time.
Absolutely.
What timing? I'll tell you how life comes. Absolutely.
Yep.
So let me pop up this bad boy right here, because there it goes. What's cracking on Crackle for the month of July 2023. I know Chris is bringing us the goodness, and let's get it started with what the hell? Dr. Seuss is the
what?
Wait, Dr. T, Mr. T became a doctor? What's going on here? Wait, he got 5,000 fingers? That'll be a horrible prostate exam.
This thing is crazy. So this is, it's the first live action Dr. Seuss movie that was ever made.
First?
Okay. Yeah, this was the first. So this is, I want to say this came out in like 55 or 57, I forget. It's old, and it is super weird. So one of the other ways that we are going to save you money this month is you won't have to buy any drugs. You just have to watch Dr. Seuss's The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T on endless loop, and you will think that you have consumed all of the drugs in the world, because it is the craziest movie. And yeah, it's bananas. The production value, especially given the time that it came out, it's pretty crazy. If you are a fan of Dr. Seuss, you want to watch this just because it's historic. Like I said, it was the first live action Dr. Seuss movie, and it is a weird one for sure. So if you like that kind of quirky Seussian world, then this movie is definitely going to be for you.
Chris, man, you learn something new every day. I wasn't aware, and now I need to watch this, but I still need to go under something so that way I could have twice the trip and maybe, be in the 5,000th dimension. Because what the hell? This looks wild. I mean, look at homie's hat here. He's giving me a high five all the time.
Right?
Is that Shazam on Tyler piano board? Is this big before big, or were they fortune tellers? Yo, Dr. Seuss definitely was on something. I'll tell you that much.
Several somethings, I think. Yeah.
Oh, the man himself, the originator of the Marvel Universe. I mean, I think people sleep. Yeah, everybody talk Iron Man, but I think, man, this man did it first. And even though it's not that Marvel movie, but enough respect to the legend, Wesley Snipes.
That's it.
Holy
Always bet on black, as he says.
Wepa! Bro, I gotta get a stash like that. What do you think, bro?
I think you should. I think you could really rock a Fu Manchu like that.
Yeah, let's do it, kiddo. Wepa, let's get it done.
Yeah, the detonator, it's great. It's exactly what you want in a Wesley Snipes movie. It is ridiculously action-packed. It is filled with amazing one-liners, beautiful women, explosions, gunfights, car chases. This one's got it all. It's great. Perfect for summer blockbuster season. And this one kind of flew under the radar. I think a lot of people missed this when it first came out. And yeah.
I don't think they're giving Wesley as much press as they used to, but at least in the comic book universe, I don't know if you're aware, but he did a comic book recently, like a crowdfunding campaign that uber sold out, made tons of money. So, Wesley Snipes is doing comic books, bro.
Man, the guy, he's got the Midas touch. He's, now
he's everywhere.
Now that he's out of the clink and, made arrears with the government, I think he's going to keep having an amazing career.
Yeah, and I better see him somewhere, somehow, make a guest appearance in the Marvel U.
Yeah, totally. That would be awesome.
Next, what's this? Because this is as creepy as heck. I like this picture.
It is creepy. So this is a psychological thriller / horror film. Really good. It's I don't want to give away any spoilers because I'm not that guy, but this is like a family intrigue. There's a group of people that come up to this cabin up in the middle of the woods, and they're sort of still dealing with something that happened there 20 years before. And there's all of these dark details. It's actually directed by the same guy that directed Sharknado. So, yeah,
okay. It's gonna have some extreme stuff. And from what I understand, it's also inspired by some German folklore.
Yes.
Cool.
So super creepy, super gothic. A lot of, as you can see from the key art here, very atmospheric, very spooky. Yes. So yeah, check this one out. Make sure you got all the doors locked and all the lights turned out, and enjoy Nyx.
Yeah, if you want to enjoy this poster more, just put an image of Al Mega on the right side of this, running away from the house. It'll make it that much more dramatic. There's no way hell I'm going in there.
Right? Seriously.
Epa, Leia. Oh man, somebody needs to go and get a manicure. What the hell is going on here?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Lair is great. Again, another awesome horror title on Crackle. We always have a ton of horror titles.
Yes, you do. You could check out the whole list on Comic Crew too.
And this one also has something to do with family intrigue. And so there is this one's really interesting. It's a guy who is battling to prove the existence of the supernatural so that he can help overturn his buddy's murder conviction. So a friend of his is convicted of murder, claimed that there was some sort of a supernatural entity that actually committed the crime. and his buddy kind of goes on this quest to prove his friend is telling the truth. And it's super, super dark, super creepy. If you liked Krampus, kind of that kind of feel, kind of a modern, almost a modern fairy tale. This is kind of in that same similar vein, and you can kind of see a little bit of the creature there has sort of a Krampus vibe to it. But really fun.
I mean, look at his feet again. They need a manicure right quick. And I just saw a horrible video on Instagram of them like taking bones out of chicken feet to cook them, and I don't want to ever see that again.
Oh, yikes!
Oh my God! Talk about nastiness. Oof.
Yep. So this is the documentary that it covers the whole story. So
word? Ooh.
Yeah. If you are interested in the Death v. Herd battle royale death match, this is definitely one that you want to check out. If you are fans, or you are you love to hate, either one, this one covers everything from soup to nuts, all the way from the beginning of the relationship to the end of the court trial. So check this out.
Okay, from the beginning to the middle to the poop to the end. It goes everywhere, folks.
To the very bitter, bitter end.
Smelly end.
Yes.
William Dafoe, one of our favorite actors and villains out there. Don't tell me he's actually a good guy in this one.
Speaking of the Marvel Universe,
right?
Willem Dafoe, your friend and mine. This one is great, and has Sam Neill in it, who's also one of my all-time favorites. This is just a great action film. This is actually an Australian movie.
Oh, what?
Yep.
That out.
And there's like this shadowy corporation that sends Willem Dafoe to Tasmania to track down a thylacine. Now, I don't know if you know about thylacines, but
there's a Tasmanian devil and Bugs Bunny's involved.
Tasmanian tigers, actually.
Okay.
We're gonna get specific. My wife always makes fun of me because I love cryptids and I love cryptozoology, and I am convinced that thylacines still exist. And they've been cited several times in the last few years in Tasmania and Australia. But so this is about this like shadowy organization. They fly him down to track down a thylacine, but they want to use it as like some sort of a biological weapon.
Okay.
So yeah, it's sort of different than anything else Willem Dafoe has ever done, and it's really fun. It's just it's just like a cool fantasy action film sort of a thing.
For some odd reason, I can't stop thinking now that you're gonna go travel to Australia and do like a real live documentary hunting one of these down yourself.
I might just do it. I'm telling you, I am that excited about Tasmanian tigers. One of the largest marsupials. They actually had pouches like kangaroos, but
people find you in one. Oh, there goes.
The last one died in a zoo in like, I think it was like the early 40s, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God, the last one. I mean, isn't that sad that people kill animals on that level to extinction? Come on, yo.
Yeah, yep. So it was because they were killing livestock, and so the farmers would just shoot all.
Why not just wipe them out? Wipe them out. Why not? You know, they're trying to survive, just like us.
That's what we do. I know it's terrible, but anyway, great stuff.
And talking about support the girls over here. Ooh, what's going on here?
Oh, yep. So this is a really fun one. There's been a spate of restaurant-related shows lately. There's The Bear, which I am super excited to watch. I have not seen that yet, but that's about a struggling restaurant, trying to keep their doors open. There's The Menu, which was kind of the horror thriller that came out a few months ago that we really enjoyed. And then we've got Support the Girls, which is it's a great It's fun, but it's also kind of feel good. Regina Hall plays the lead, and she's great. And it's just about her trying to support these girls that they basically work at like a Hooters type restaurant and have, you know, everything that you have to deal with working in an environment like that. Like I worked restaurants for over a decade before I started doing what I do now. And I can speak personally that like working in a restaurant is one of the most stressful jobs you can possibly have. And I know that like people give a lot of grief to waiters, but it's a hard job. And so to be able to have a hard job and then have to work in a Hooters-like environment, I can't even imagine how difficult that must be. So it's a great film, and just check it out. It's fun.
Yeah, I heard there's an alternative to Hooters for the ladies called Frog Guys. You know, where you got to wear, you know, tight shorts.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard that one. Okay.
Daughter of the see, this lady definitely kick ass, and I would never mess with her.
Yes, Gina Carano will mess you up. I'm just going to tell you right now.
So
this one's great. It's another one like The Detonator, where it's exactly what you think it is, and it's exactly what you want it to be. Like, this is just a super fun Friday night popcorn action flick. We've talked recently. We've been getting a ton of girls who kick butt. We had a girl with Bella Thorne last month, and this month we've got Daughter of the Wolf, and it is phenomenal. Gina Carano, for my money, is one of the best action stars out there, and she's just spectacular in this movie. And Richard Dreyfuss plays the villain, which is very weird because he's usually like either a nebbish guy or like a goofy nice guy, and in this he is the devil incarnate.
Well, and as these old school actors get older, man, it's kind of the most befitting role for them because they start looking meaner.
Exactly. Well, in this one, Gina Carano's child gets kidnapped, and they're like, "Oh, what's she gonna do?" She's like a soccer mom, but it ends up she's ex-special forces, and in true action fashion, she can do a lot. And like,
love it.
Houses get blown up, cars get flipped, bad guys get vaporized. It's awesome.
And like a soccer mom, she kicks bullets the other way.
That's it. Yeah, you want to check it out. Daughter of the Wolf.
I'm digging it. Definitely will. The caller. Who's calling, yo? Who's being annoying? I used to get those calls back in the day when we used to have those corded phones like that, folks.
Yes.
You kids don't know what that's about. They don't even know how to use that phone that's there.
Not a clue. Not a clue. So this is you know, there's been some really good films in this genre. If you and I are kind of the same generation, but do you remember When a Stranger Calls?
Oh, absolutely. That's legendary.
Al, the call is coming from inside the house.
Yep.
Oh, that was so scary.
The twist, and everybody said, "Oh shit!"
And that movie came out right about the time I started babysitting. And every time the phone would ring when I was babysitting, I would think of that movie, and then I would just panic for like the next 15 minutes.
Okay. Hi, I'm the babysitter. Where are you calling from?
Exactly. So yeah, this one's great, star-studded. It's got Rachel Lefevre, who is in Twilight. It's got Stephen Moyer, who's fantastic in this. You might remember Stephen Moyer from True Blood. So a lot of vampire connections going on in this film. But yeah, it's just good, thriller, riveting, terrifying. Isolated, lonely woman is repeatedly sort of getting stalked over the phone. It's really good. I love these kind of movies, so check it out.
Oh yeah, I just leave the house. Leave me alone.
Just get out of the house. Exactly.
Crash Canyon. Oh no.
Have you watched this?
Wow, I remember this. Yes, I do remember this.
Super fun show. So it's kind of got like a Family Guy, Simpsons sort of vibe to it, but it's a family. They're on vacation in an RV. They go off a cliff and they crash in this canyon that is populated by other people who have also crashed in this canyon, and no one can find their way out. So they've
It's
got
a
to
whole
sort
new
of like,
society.
yeah. So they have to figure out how to get along together and work together to try to get out of this canyon. It's a weird premise, but super fun show.
But it worked. It's a cartoon.
Yeah,
It'll work. It's funny. I
exactly.
mean, hey, listen,
Exactly.
you know, when you have Simpsons and Bob's and Family Guy, I mean, you just could about believe anything. Because, you know, here we go with just Peter being able to buy anything, for example.
Totally. Yeah, that's
On
true.
his salary. Like, really? Like,
It's
damn,
true.
bro. You make good money, but you get Peter copters all the time. Where's the Chris copter at? The Mega
Yeah,
copter.
that's
And
what I've
talking
been at.
about Mega, baby. Mega. What? A Megalodon? I know you got this and more coming up this month. So let's talk about this. And then, because I know you got some other stuff popping over at Crackle. So give people. So this is exclusively on Crackle this month?
It is, yeah. So we
Nice.
are doing Shark Fest in July. So we
Ooh.
know it's heating up. Everyone's heading to the beach. We want to give you some cautionary tales that you can learn the tricks of the trade to keep from being swallowed by a giant shark when you take your family down to the seashore for vacation. And Megalodon is a great example of that. We've got dozens of shark films on Crackle for free, and this one is actually one of my favorites. Yeah, this is great. It's a scientific expedition, and they are being stalked and hunted by a megalodon, which I am also convinced still exist. There may not be as many of them as there are
out there.
Thylacines, but my son is constantly telling me to give it up, Dad, because megalodons don't exist. But you know, one can only hope. One can only
Listen, as we travel deeper and deeper into the ocean, one only knows. And folks, do you want to see how deep we could go? Check out this cool little sizzle reel of what Crackle got cracking to
yes.
satisfy your shark needs, baby.
Dive into the deep end with the world's most efficient killing machine.
You're gonna do something, you better do it now.
With fan favorites and exclusive films you won't find anywhere else.
Should have seen the fish.
And so much more.
As soon as everybody's on board, I want you to fry that thing. You understand me?
Feel the frenzy during Shark Fest this July, only on Crackle.
Jesus Christ, y'all messing me up. I can't swim, so I'm already dead. Period, dead. These guys standing on a raft, they're on a little boat talking about, hey, let's do whatever. Next thing you know, they get swallowed. I'm good. Listen, I'll stay on the edge of the water. My toes get wet. That's enough for me.
There you go.
I'm one of those cats at the edge, splashing the water. So, hey, yeah, look at me.
Well, most shark attacks happen in less than 3 feet of water, so
yeah, I'll stay away, but don't mess with me, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna stay on the sand, then just take a bucket, and a hose, and attach it, and then spray myself when I can.
I think that's a great plan. Yep, good stuff.
I'm digging it, folks. You saw that? It's gonna be a wild month on Crackle, and then see, I think we believe we got one more. Oh snap! Chris, this is my favorite franchise ever.
Is that right?
Yeah, I do. I got the books. I got the comics. The only thing I don't have is the toys that my brother found. He got the figures. Or I believe it was the Beyond Thunderdome film. So there's like a collection of figures. Very hard to get. And then the only other thing out there is a prototype of the vehicle.
Ooh, that's
so
cool.
There's a few of them out there. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting for Crackle to hire a Mega to make the next big hit show, and then when I get that advance, I'm gonna go buy my stuff.
Amen.
We gotta manifest. So what's up? How do you feel about Mad Max Fury Road? And it was popping, but I can't believe it is on Crackle. People are gonna have so much fun.
I am so excited that we have this film. It is so good. Like you, I'm a gigantic fan of the franchise. I remember seeing the original on TV when I was a kid in the early 80s and just losing my mind knowing that there were movies like this being made. I mean, it just took my head off.
I fell in love with the post-apocalyptic genre that in school for art projects I was drawing post-apocalyptic vehicles with guns and spikes on them. And they used to ask me, where are you getting these ideas from? Mad Max, the Wasteland.
Totally. It's so good. I've been trying to get my son to watch it the last few months, so I think we're going to do that this weekend. But yeah, this is an amazing film. Charlize Theron, Tom Hardy, two of my favorite actors. Amazing performances. And the stunts in this film, you cannot believe that these are practical effects. Like, they do things with explosions and cars that just make you think that everybody involved in that shot must have died. There's no way anybody could have survived. Yet these are practical effects. They're amazing.
A salute to every one of those stunt folks on that film.
Yep.
I mean, and in all film, they're amazing. You know, they risk body and limbs, if you will, to entertain us. And this film definitely showcases, as Chris said, there is no CGI here. This is like some real deal people putting their life at risk to entertain us. You want to see how dope this is? If you have not seen it, shame on you. Here's a tease, and you better go to Crackle and start peeping and check this out.
My world is fire and blood.
Everybody's gone out of their mind.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
What's your name?
Woo! Woo! Man.
That dog will hunt.
Man, I mean, so that trailer does not hype you up and make you furious to watch Mad Max.
Yep.
Come on, yo. What?
Come on. And this is an exclusive, an AVOD exclusive. You can only see it for free on Crackle right now.
Oh, my God. Folks, you heard that? It is for free on this right there. You can download the free Crackle app for your mobile, tablet, laptop, or connected TV at your favorite app store, baby. Today, right now, this very second. Listen, this is a big vacation month, folks. I know what it is. So, you know, make your life easy, peasy, and free. So make sure you get that app today.
For sure.
Thank you, Chris, brother. I can't wait to dive into all these goodness that you got going on.
You got it, Al. That's what we do. Working together to take free entertainment to the people.
Woo! Para mi gente, huepan pa que sepa. Thank you for joining me once again on the Mr. King of the Streams, Chris Woolsey, letting you know what's cracking on Crackle this month. And next time he comes through, we're going to be talking about the other awesome network, Redbox, and what's actually popping off over there as well. A lot of great free entertainment. You couldn't ask for better. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. Well!